So the easiest way for Roy Moore to not become a senator is for him to lose the election. That seems pretty improbable, just given the strength of the Republican voting bloc in Alabama. And so for this reason, people are actually speculating as to other options should he actually win election. Changing the election date could allow the state Republican Party to remove Roy Moore, because they could set the election date so that it's more than 76 days hence, and that would, by state law, allow them to be able to remove a candidate from the ballot. There's a big optical problem with that, and in addition, there might be some legal questions as to whether or not that's possible. And for that reason, Governor Kay Ivey has said that she's not going to move the election date, that the election will proceed. And according to Alabama law, if a candidate's going to withdraw from the ballot, it needs to be done 76 days before an election, and we're clearly within that window. So right now it looks like Republicans are actually stuck with Roy Moore on the ballot.
These attacks involve a minor, and they're completely false and untrue about something that happened nearly 40 years ago.
There is something undemocratic about moving an election, particularly when a member of your own party has put themselves in a position where it's going to be harder for them to win an election. It looks like you might be trying to give your party a leg up, and for optical reasons, it's just not a good idea. And that's part of the reason why she's leaning against making that type of move.
To come right before an election, to bring charges is absolutely unbelievable. Why now?
And I think you also have to consider, sort of nationally, there are other situations that have come up that have not had to do with scandal, where candidates have died before they stood for election, and elections have proceeded as a result of it. And so if elections across the country have not been moved when candidates have died, then it's going to look really bad for a governor to attempt to move an election at the last minute because a scandal emerges over the course of a campaign. So the Senate could refuse to seat him, and it looks like that's unlikely because, again, there are legal questions as to whether or not the Senate could actually, as a body, refuse to seat him, or they could seat him because he was the duly elected senator from Alabama, and then choose to expel him after that because of the allegations that have been levied against them.